Vaccines are the tugboats of preventative health. This is a quote by William Folk, who is an expert in vaccinations. Vaccines are available for preventing a variety of different illnesses, such as smallpox, polio, chickenpox, the flu, and many others. Without vaccinations, these diseases may not be under control. Polio was eradicated a long time ago, and we still do not see it because of the polio vaccination that so many people have received. In many cases, vaccinating yourself and your children will increase your quality of life. It will do this in two different ways. One, saving lives, and also the benefits are outweighing the costs. When talking about vaccinations, it's very important that we first look at the benefits. First, vaccinating your children can save their lives, as well as yours. First off, you're not going to get a lot of the diseases that many people get without vaccinations. The Center for Disease Control, which specializes in research and treatment of communicable diseases, gives a list of diseases that are preventable by vaccination. Diphtheria, hepatitis, measles, whooping cough, polio, smallpox, tuberculosis, the flu, and many, many more things. If we were to continue down this list, it would take us hours of things that we can prevent by the use of vaccinations. And because we use vaccinations, it will lead to the eradication of certain diseases, such as polio and smallpox as well. If we look back at smallpox, the vaccination for smallpox definitely eradicated the disease. However, lately in the anti-vax movement, many people have not been vaccinating their children. And because of this, we have seen cases of smallpox breaking out again in the United States. This is showing that the vaccination is definitely eradicating the diseases, and when we don't use it, it's causing more harms. The second thing to look at when using vaccinations is herd immunity. Vaccine.gov, which provides federal information on vaccines, states that herd immunity is taking a whole group of people, and if you vaccinate most of them, the disease is more likely to not spread. This is very helpful in the protection of infants. Many children, babies, are not old enough to get certain vaccines, and because the people around them are vaccinated, the disease is not around, therefore they will not get it. It shows that herd immunity is very important. However, when a lot of people who are able to get vaccines do not receive their vaccinations, they are going to spread the disease even more. There are many more benefits to vaccinations. However, we can't sit and talk about them all day. So I'd like to show why the benefits outweigh the costs. One cost that people bring up when talking about vaccinations is that vaccines cause autism. However, this has been scientifically proven that it is not true. One study showed there was a possible link between vaccinations and autism. However, it has been proven over and over again that this is not the case. Autism Speaks, which is an advocate, they are a website for children with autism, are advocates of vaccinations. Their co-founder, Bob Wright, states that vaccines are important, and there is no link from autism to vaccinations. This just shows that there is one good reason that we should definitely vaccinate our children. The other thing that is another cost that is brought up in the vaccination movement is the ingredients of vaccinations can be harmful to people. The Center for Disease Control states that the minuscule amounts of these chemicals and things that are put into vaccinations are not going to be harmful to a person. In fact, there are many processed foods that hold these same chemicals in greater amounts than there are in the vaccinations. Therefore, these ingredients are not going to affect the vaccinations. So these are just a couple of the main costs that people state that go along with vaccinations. However, proving these costs wrong just shows that the benefits of vaccinations are more important. Vaccinations are very prevalent in our society as well as very necessary. Vaccinating you, yourself, your family, and your children could save their life as well as yours. The benefits of vaccinations greatly outweigh the cost. Next time you're faced with the decision of vaccinating your children, remember the vaccines save lives.